You can do this, Angel Arts. And I take a very deep breath to go in to steady myself. I'm about to very politely place a finger on their shoulder when, blinking, they look up and our eyes lock. It feels like I'm being analyzed, as if they're able to peer deep into my soul and read my personal character stats. Oh, hello. I'm here. It's interesting that they didn't start with the voice acting. I'm here about...
Hold on a sec. I can't really hear you over the game.
Which game? They remove their earbuds one at a time.
It's the Beginning 6 tournament. I'm streaming it on my phone. I can tell by the way you're looking at me, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me explain.
I want to interrupt. I know what tournament they're talking about, but they keep on rolling and I don't want to be rude, especially to a new potential teammate. Beginning is a West Coast tournament that happens every year at this time. Mostly they focus on the original FOD, however this year they put in FOD 2, first major one we've seen. Since Fists of Discomfort 2 is only a few years old, players are still figuring out how to break the game, find cool combos, see what's OP. They haven't even settled on a good tier list yet. Just yesterday I stumbled upon a glitch with Tomokazi that basically makes her unstoppable. I tried to recreate it in training mode, but I just couldn't. Now I'm really hoping to see someone pull it out during this tournament. I blink in response.
But you probably don't really care about Fist of Discomfort 2. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I'll let you do your laundry. Sorry.
No. I care about FOD2. I really care about FOD2. I play it all the time.
Oh, okay. Wow. I honestly wasn't expecting that. Cool. By the way, I'm Rhapsody.
In blue. Rhapsody in blue. I'm Hark, but I go by Angel Arts. Maybe you've seen that handle before on the leaderboards? Angel Arts. Rhapsody pauses, chewing on their lower lip, putting my name through the databases of their mind. Nope, never heard of you. Sorry. Well, that's a bummer. No matter. Well, Angel Arts, since you aren't here to do laundry, why are you here? We don't get many other gamers here besides the occasional rando, and of course our little team. Actually, I'm here to join the team. Loxley said I could join, so I did. I'm the new teammate. Oh, really? Loxley said that? I know Loxley accepted me, but what if Rhapsody rejects me? Then what? Congratulations! Not every day someone wants to join our motley crew, and fewer that we actually accept. They often scoff at our aloofness and leave and never return. But I'm glad Loxley gave you the pass. I've been looking for some fresh blood to train. Train? You want to train me? Rhapsody goes back to nonchalantly folding clothes while they speak. I've taught many people to play Fists of Discomfort, but I already know how to play. Yes, but the difference between them and you is their pro status. I've already had a few disciples climb that ladder to victory. Knowing the basics is a great start. But have you perfected your play? I know every hitbox, I know every combo, I know how to abuse the program code so that you can destroy your enemy every time. To be frank, I know everything about FOD2. Maybe I don't know everything about FOD2, but it's not like I'm going in cold. I've got years of experience. Do I really need training so badly? There's always room for improvement. Humility is gonna help you a lot. Still, always more I can learn. If they're willing to teach, I'm willing to be taught. And odds are I can teach them a few tricks through my own tricks in exchange. Senpai, your Kohai is ready to teach me. I'm gonna need to borrow your brain for a few weeks. Where did you learn to learn so much of OT2? Got any sources I can use? If Rhapsody really knows everything they claim, that just might be the rocket to blast off my pro career. Where did you get that wealth of knowledge? Maybe you can share your insight with me. Research, endless hours of watching videos, reading forums, training mode. It also helps you. I've got a surefire memory. This is great. Having a training partner could help me get to the next level. And maybe we can aspire Team GCF to join us on this adventure too. We should play sometime. Like, now? How about right now? Oh, Rhapsody looks down, a strand of their hair hiding their face. I don't really play FOD2. What? I prefer to watch. Oh, they've been watching Let's Plays. To instruct. To cheer on my friends. You don't have to actually, here's the thing. You don't always have to be able to do something well to be able to teach someone. It helps, but more often than not, yes, it 100% helps more often than not. But I can believe that you could be a master of something and not be very good at it yourself, but still know how to teach people how to do it. I don't know. And now I'm back to wallowing in doubt. I've met one person who seems to understand FOB2 on the same wavelength as myself, and they don't even play. Perhaps I should clarify a little. Yes, do that.
Right when FOD2 launched, I was recruited on a professional team. Team play to win.
The team that Hunter joined?
It wasn't at all what I expected. I wanted a team, a group of friends. Instead, I got a super aggro team, always trying to prove themselves with a better than the rest attitude. It was gross.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
I was ostracized because I wasn't competitive enough. They all pushed each other real hard, too hard. I refused to join in their unhealthy behaviors, and so they kicked me out. In the end, I wasn't good enough. Sure, they win almost all the time, so I guess they've got that going for them. But they're all a bunch of no good, hyper-aggressive people who end up toxifying our community.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
The scene would be better off without them.
I hope Hunter is able to stay above all that. I wonder if he'll be okay there. I hope so too.
After they tossed me out of the team house, I just don't have the heart to get back in professionally. But that doesn't mean I'm not a part of Team Good Clean Fun. I'm here to stay.
Then if you don't play anymore, what do you do? Oh, I shoutcast matches. So you yell at your teammates and cast them out if they fail? Wait, casting? Casting? You do the play-by-play voiceover? Correct. Sorry, shoutcast comes from the earliest software used for it. Kind of an old school term, and as the eldest here, I tend to use the language I grew up with. I'm like a sports announcer, giving the audience updates, introducing useless stats about the match, and building the hype by yelling, "Goal!" I'm that person. Expect replace sports with esports. Yeah, I get it. I bet you learn a lot from shoutcasting. You must really love FOD2. It's so fun to announce things. I want to try. You must really love FOD2. To dedicate your life to knowing every little detail to share and teach everyone watching? That takes a lot of passion. I can't help but get sucked in by the thrill of the matchups. A player's passion is infectious, and I get caught up in it. Suddenly there's a beeping noise, and for once it's not Iris. My laundry, I forgot all about it. That's the timer for the next load. Listen, it was great chatting with you, Angel Arts, but these socks won't find their matches themselves. I'll catch up with you later. But don't forget to come find me later when you're ready to start your training.
Catch you later.
Rhapsody smiles, waves me off, and returns their focus back to their laundry. A shoutcaster, eh? All the announcers I've watched always have a full E-tank and 110% non-stop power, but Rhapsody's so chill. Too chill to fit the profile. They didn't even raise their voice once. However, they do know a ton about FOD2, which is advantageous for that profession. And how could I forget they want to teach me? Rhapsody would be a fun person to learn some hot tips from. Seriously, an announcer doesn't even play? Sign me up for Rhapsody's class. I'm officially hot for a teacher. Yeah, Rhapsody would be a fun person to learn some hot tips from. I'm excited to be around someone that shares the same passion for FOD2 that I have. I hope that Rhapsody shows me some great stats to defeat my enemies. With those, perhaps I can take down Hunter a couple notches. Maybe I'll even get the chance to hear them as shoutcast. And that's it. I've met everybody. Cool. The characters are interesting. My immediate reaction is, I feel like just based on first impressions, I feel like overall I like the cast from the first one slightly more overall than this cast, but we'll see how it goes, because I definitely like Loxley, I really like Jinx, I like Grace. Those are like my top three. Domino is still puzzles me. I'm like, half the time I like him, but then the other half he just really makes me uncomfortable. Zapper is okay. She definitely like rubs me the wrong way every now and then. I want to like her, but then she says something and it kind of just turns me off from her a little bit, slightly. But I still want to give her a chance. Rhapsody, I'm sort of like indifferent. Like they seem I didn't have any bad experience with them. I didn't have specifically good experiences either. It's just in between, neutral. Spending so long indoors, soaking in the smells of detergent, pepperoni, and brass tokens has been draining. So I decided to step out and get some fresh air. Fresh air and a moment of reflection. I'm still a bit confused. The team's barely a team. It's a ragtag bunch of individual friends without any cohesive direction. I left the apartment this morning hoping to live out my dream of being an FOD2 champion, but that's not a dream they all share with me, right? So why exactly did Iris lead me here? I think I mowed some answers by this point. Iris, got a moment? Sure thing, what's up? Did I deserve the truth, Iris? Why Team GCF? This isn't adding up. Help me understand. They'll be great friends, but I still need a team. I'm glad to join their Brady bunch, but it's not what I asked for. I deserve the truth. They'll be great friends, but I still need a team. Okay, so I think they'll be a lot of fun to hang around with, but I'm still back at square one in terms of my Pro Tour dream. I wouldn't want to push them into doing something they have no interest in. That'd just be cruel and irresponsible. But that also means I still need to find a team. So thank you for opening up my social circle a bit, that's all good, but now what do I do? Iris pauses before responding. Tell me, why do you want to win the Pro Tour so badly? What do you mean, why? It's the pinnacle to reach for. It's the Pro Tour Championship. Why wouldn't I want that? I don't know. Except before the championship existed, you were content to play on an amateur level. It's not about the glory or even your childhood dream, is it? So why? Why do you need this victory so badly? Because I can do it? I can win, so I will? Who doesn't want to be the best they can be? I kick A, you know, might as well keep winning. Since when is it a bad thing to be a winner? Who doesn't want to be the best they can be? Everybody's trying to be their best selves, right? To really live up to their potential. That's me. I'm being my best self. It makes me happy to reach for the gold and see it through. It's a good thing. Why shouldn't I have confidence in myself? It's not about wanting to win a game. It's about why you want to win. The truth behind the dream. And I'm sorry to say, I calculated truth from your own words, posted to social media. Just so you realize I'm not making this up, let me quote some of these back to you. The words are in her voice, but I'm definitely the one who wrote them, as she echoes these short messages back to me. No good answer. I can't believe I wasted all day practicing and then lost that into that individual. What was the point? One more day of converting calories into ladder points. I swear this will be worth it in the end. I still remember how proud they were when I came home with that trophy. It felt so good. Okay, you miserable little piece of it. If you think you're such hot, then level one, then 1 versus 1 me. I still remember how proud they were when I came home with the trophy. It felt so good. It was just kiddie soccer, but my trophy was bigger, shinier. We'd actually won the regionals. My parents were so happy. They clapped for me, told me I was a champion. They made me pancakes. I've been chasing that feeling ever since. It's a wonderful feeling, being wrapped up in praise and pride. I want to be a champion. I have to be a champion. I have to win. It's all I have going for me in the end. I didn't realize how hard it was biting my lip until the reading ended. I really need to speak in my defense. I mean, I should, even defending the indefensible. I've been awake for 20 hours running when I wrote that. Awake for 20 hours running when I wrote that. Obviously, I have more going on in my life than just winning all the time. But Ira shakes her head at my words, seeing right through them, and explains.
In your heart, you feel that if you aren't constantly winning, you must be a loser, a fraud, an imposter. This isn't even the only time you talked about it. You could cite more examples if you like. Nearly all of your social media communication is related to your gaming habits. Not your job or family or friends. This is all you have. All you feel you have. You've built up so much of your dream around this game, around winning this game, that your whole self-worth is tied into it.
It almost feels like what Percy was doing. Almost.
And I think you see the obvious problem with that. I hope.
She's basically telling us to get a life. I pause, feeling rather attacked when my own phone lays it onto me, but there's sympathy in her digital voice, not an accusation. She doesn't want to call me out, she wants me to call myself out.
What do you think will happen if you join the Pro Tour and fail to make it all the way to an ultimate victory? How would you react?
I mean, I get it. Logically, only one team wins the Pro Tour, so it's not like I'm betting my entire existence on winning.
Except you are. That's exactly what you're doing. Your self-esteem is on the line. Every day you compete. Wanting to win a video game is fine. It's a good thing. And I'm certainly not arguing against having a dream and making it happen. But it's not healthy to gamble your self-esteem at the same time, tying them both together. Do you dream of winning? Or are you just terrified of losing and feeling pain? I could sense that when I analyzed you. I may be code instead of flesh and blood, but I'm an empathy engine at heart. But I couldn't just say that outright. You wouldn't have believed me. So I had to lead you here. To people who can help you find something more to reach for while also reaching for victory. And you can help them, too.
I don't know about you, but at least out of character, Hark is not looking for winning this game. I just want some romance. Some romances, that's all I want.
The goal of any Irish should be to help as many people as possible.
She smiles up at me, hopeful that I'll understand her words. For example, Loxley is very ambitious, even if many of his ambitions are secretive. He searches for justice and fairness in this world. Victory for all. I can't think of a better kind of victory than one everyone can share in. You could share in it as well. Now, that said, if all you want is to be Angel Arts, destroyer of scrubs, I'm not going to force you down this path. The legend of Angel Arts will be yours to do with it as you please. Uninstall me and I'll bother you no further. You have free will. But if you're also Archangel, who is desperate to fill the hole in his heart with victories, please consider staying with the Team GCF, for your own sake, and I'll help you in any way I can on this path. I'll turn myself off now, give you time to think. If we never speak again, no, I won't take it personally. Thank you. Out of respect to Iris, I decided to take the question seriously. All day long, I've been focused on it, savoring it, wanting this team situation to work out so I could get more of it. Winning. Every story I've ever read tells you to chase your dreams no matter what. That's a noble thing to do, right? And this was my dream. From as far as back I can remember, my wildest dreams were always ones of victory. Sure, I have a job, I pay my taxes, I have friends, usually online. I head out of town to visit my extended family almost every holiday season. But none of that moves me, really gets me out of bed and moves me. No, my dream moves me, and that dream was to keep on being a winner forever. And isn't that enough? Isn't it a good thing to be the very best like no one ever was? Who am I? Who do I really want to be? Today I'm Archangel, and I don't feel like a winner right now. I am Angel Arts and I'm a winner. I will always be. Life decision. Today I'm Archangel and I don't feel like a winner right now. I mean, I'm pretty confident, like, I don't know. Today I'm Archangel, I don't feel like a winner. I'm Angel Arts and I'm a winner. I do want to be more I'm Archangel. I can still feel like a winner. I don't agree with either of these because I think what it's trying to say is I need to be Archangel first and Angel Arts second. So I do agree with this first part of this, but not the second part of. I do agree with the first part of this, but not the second part. Life decision. I'm Angel Arts, a winner. I will always know. I'm just gonna say today I'm Archangel. I don't feel like a winner right now. No helping it. She's right. I hadn't really seen things from that perspective before, but she's definitely right. The sickening feeling whenever I lose, whenever I'm a loser. See, it's hard for me to relate with this version of Hark because I'm not, like I said, I am not a competitive person at all. My husband, on the other hand, crazy competitive. My husband is very competitive. I am not. I don't care that much about winning or losing, but I have to try to get into the psyche of this character. Winning feels better. Feels right. Without it, I feel miserable. Like I'm miserable. A miserable, pathetic little nothing. Yeah, I don't relate to that at all. And I'm not so far gone as to think that it's a healthy way to live. If Iris thinks this new path can help me, so be it. I owe it to myself to at least try. I tap Iris's icon, not to uninstall it, but to activate it. Okay. You're right, Iris. I might need help. And if you think Team GCF can provide that help, well, I'm willing to try. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. And for what it's worth, I think you can still try out for the Pro Tour if that's what you want, but be aware of why you want that victory too. If you can find a way to achieve your dream in an emotionally healthy manner, well, that'd be great. And with Team GCF in your corner, I calculate you can do just that. Team GCF needs Hark, and Hark needs Team GCF. I can see that I can influence and help these people just as much as they can help me. With a deep sigh, I try to push most of this aside and focus on the here and now. You can keep calling me Angel Arts, it's my self-chosen name. Well, Angel Arts, I think I've given you enough food for thought. Now I should let you chew on it a bit. Iris offline, I'm very surprised that she managed to get through that entire paragraph of eating-based terminology without once talking about pizza bagel bites. Or pizza bagels. I am still not totally sure what to make of this. If my dream is one of victory, but victory is unhealthy, well, what do I do now? What now? But as I'm pondering exactly what shape my new dream should take, I hear a voice behind me.
Hail, friend!
Oh, what is this? A handsome gent. I was hoping you hadn't wandered far afield. Have you a moment to chat, Angel Arts? Yes, I was just chatting with Iris a bit about things.
I offer my sincere apologies.
I see. Seems you were deep in rapport with our fair digital maiden. Apologies for the interruption. Frankly, I think I needed the interruption. What's up, Loxley? 'Twas conversing with my friends, and we came to the realization we treated you rather impolitely. You came here to play FOD2, yes? And we doth protest too much about our lack of interest in your dreams of FOD2 glory. My dreams are a bit in flux at the moment, honestly. Still, you sought to play your favorite game and we were less than accommodating. So if you'll permit me, we'd love to play a bit with you.
Fairness in all things.
It's only fair we see things from your perspective. So shall we return hence to yon arcade for challenge and revelry? My head's still reeling from Iris's upending. Oh, I don't know. Just every preconceived notion I had about myself, but I won't deny FOD2 helps me clear my head and focus. Okay, be there in a moment. Excellent. Take your moment and we shall see you afterward. It feels strange agreeing to play the game that slam dunked me right into this mess. But if I'm not going to just walk away from all of this, away from gaming in general, I owe it to myself to keep moving forward, if only to see what will happen. Iris didn't tell me to stop playing, so until I can figure out my answers, I guess I'll keep playing. And honestly, I think distracting myself with a little FOD2 would be nice, right about now, win or lose. So with a shrug, I walk into Good Clean Fun, headed for the arcade. I thought it was a really nice touch that, Loxley was the one who came out to pull us back in. By the time I arrive in the arcade, the rest of the crew's already gathered, talking amongst themselves. When I approach, they switch focus on to me. Oh. And lo, the newbie hath returned. Excellent. Let's get this party started. That's gimmick infringement, Zapper. Only I get to use the King's English. But yes, 'tis quite excellent indeed. Jinx just offers me a quiet, knowing nod of appreciation, not prone to flowery speeches. I feel like Grace is, she's not exactly, but she's kind of sort of giving me Jubilee, like from the X-Men. Like her outfit, is kind of giving me Jubilee vibes a little bit. Okay, so we decided we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon taking turns playing some Fists of Discomfort 2, in honor of our new friend. We'll take turns beating up online randos, and those not playing can cheer the other ones on. It'll be educational and fun. And you get first crack at it, of course. So who's your lucky partner for the inaugural match of this afternoon's festivities? Oh, well, I don't know. For a moment, I'm speechless. I figured it'd be like pulling teeth getting them to play my game. But here they are, ready to welcome me into the fold with some hot ninja fightin' action. Speaking of some hot action, thanks everyone. It'll be nice to show off a little too. I could use the ego boost. Thankfully, I brought my keyboard from home to play with. I'm not used to arcade joysticks yet. I may not know much about arcades, but I do know FOD2 has a built-in slide-out tray and USB port, so you can bring a joystick from home. I tug my keyboard out from my backpack, slot it into place, and fortunately the numlock lights turns green when I plug it in. It's good to go. Aside from the weird looks I'm getting from everyone, as probably the only person on planet Earth who prefers to play this game with WASD keys. And then, whom to play with? Zapper, let's kick some booty. Loxley, we ride for glory. Rhapsody, let's show what we got. Grace, want to partner up in this one? Domino, ready to march off to war. Jinx, you ready to ride into battle? I think you all know who I'm gonna pick. Loxley, we ride for glory. I gotta go for that accent, man. Hark, good Sir Loxley. Hark, good Sir, Hark, good Sir Loxley. We have enemies. Oh, hark, as in, I was confused. Hark and good Sir No, it's not my name. He actually says, hark, good Sir Loxley. We have enemies of the crown to face. Huzzah! Okay, perhaps now we are pushing the gag too far, but huzzah all the same. Loxley steps up to the joystick. No personal USB controller for him. The default stick and buttons will do the job. But before we can begin, my phone chimes in from the depths of my pocket with a question. Hey, can I ask a favor? I'm starting as a blank slate here, a default Iris. I don't have any real knowledge of how this game you're all obsessed with actually works. Wait, she calculated out what team I should join without actually knowing how FOD2 works in the first place? Weird. I think it'd help if you two played through a match while explaining the basics to me. You're a computer, can't you just jack into the Matrix and instantly know FOD2 Kung Fu or something? Oh, I could go download the data I'd need to really be great at this game. I mean, computers have been beating humans at games for decades. She said with a tiny puff of pride in her voice. But I'm an emotional language interpreter. Hearing things in your own words helps me learn. So if you don't mind, could you give me a quick tutorial? Sure thing, we'll stick down a world. You don't need to know how FODT works. Skip to minute. I mean, I might as well. It's got. Oh, I actually am pretty excited about this. That we actually get a minigame. Right. So, do you know anything about the original Fist of Discomfort before it went to a 2-on-2 battle format? Sort of. It's a MOBA, right? Multiplayer online battle arena. Fight down the lanes, destroy the enemy dojo. Okay, so you've got some data. Good. But the game's changed considerably with the sequel. Now it's less about zone control and more of a score attack game. The story is of two rival clans vying for control of the legendary Sacred Dojo. For one full year, they fought down the Bridge of Destiny, until in winter they reached their ultimate destination. At that point, the dojo doors opened and allowed in only the most worthy, the most honorable clan. The other was exiled from the lands forever. Such a rich and involving backstory. Nah, it's just a goofy way of saying score more points than the other team before time runs out. Each team has 2 players, and an unending swarm of ninja minions. Every stage is one giant kung fu fight scene. Each minion you beat up scores you points. Each time you KO an enemy player, you score points. Your goal is to score the most points before the game ends. To do that, we have to optimize, counterplay, and outthink our opponents. We farm ninjas for gold, buy weapons and scrolls, summon more minions, use special moves and cooldowns. Whoa, slow down, this is sounding complicated. Worry not, fair digital maiden, 'tis but a trifle. At the highest level, all you need to know is the RPS metagame. The, what? RPS metagame, or, wait for it, rock, paper, scissors. Wait, the most complicated esports in the world is just rock, paper, scissors? Basically, anything else is just nitty-gritty details at the heart of it all. There's 4 tactics to pick from. Defending against an aggressor, using powerful special abilities, or just directly attacking the enemy and their ninjas. Rock, paper, scissors. Defending against an aggressor, using powerful special abilities, or just directly attacking the enemy. Yeah. I mean, if you look at it closely, the icons are literally a rock, a paper scroll, and 2 swords crossed like scissors. Oh, I like that. I like that as a design choice. The obvious one is to attack, diving in and fighting with your fists and blades. It interrupts anyone using a special ability, but if they're defending, it won't work. Scissors beats paper, but it is beaten by rock. You're getting it, right? Yeah. Defending holds the line against incoming attacks, but gets blown away by slower activating stronger special abilities. You can't react quickly enough. Specials are big and flashy and awesome, and blow away defenders, but a quick aggro attacker can interrupt you. I'm guessing those identity traits you've been analyzing could be a good indicator of how strong you are with each ability, too. Oh, interesting. So if I'm friendly, defense is more of my jam. Okay. If I'm friendly, defense is more of my jam, logic is better with spells, and then boldness is better with aggression. And it looks like basic doesn't do anything, and quirkiness doesn't do anything. Okay. That would make sense. A very steady person would be excellent figuring out exactly the right time to use a special. Yep, Gutsy is great for attacking, Kindly can defend well, and Quirky is probably a jack of all trades. Got it, so all I need to know are those 3 techniques. Well, there's a 4th, a trump card, your ultimate ability. Each team can only use 1 of those per game. Your ult smashes through everything, and if your opponent tries to ultimate at the same time, yours counters it for huge points. Loxy and I will be taking on another 2 players, trying to predict their attacks. Attack, defense, specials, and ultimates, countering with our own. Do that well enough and you win. I see. So totally I just need to know those 4 things, and that's enough to follow the flow of a match. That's the basics. There's also bonus points based on your skill, and what season of the year you're in, but we'll go over that as we play. Here, we'll start up a game so we can show you. Loxley drops in 2 quarters, 1 for each of us, and fires up the online matchmaker to find us a good pair of punching bags to demonstrate our skills on. Oh look, huh. Versus. Here we go. Okay, I've played against these particular randos before. Should be a good warm-up for us. Mr. Come Back at Me Bro loves to attack. He's not dense enough to do it all the time, but more often than not, he'll be in your face. He's also bad at predicting our moves. I should start by defending, since he's likely to rush right at me. Nice. I'm loving this.